How's it going out there, everyone? Split Rock Gamer here, coming at you with another box break. We're gonna do one a week every Wednesday, and I ordered a few of certain boxes that we will be breaking. I actually got 3 of these 2014 Panini Contenders. They are $25 on blog cards on their special. They're actually a really good deal. $25, you get 2 rookie swatches, so 2 mem cards, and then 1 autograph. And if you get so lucky as to pull this guy right here, then that card's worth like hundreds of dollars for some reason. I don't know if it was like more rare or something like that, but his Panini Contenders like rookie ticket auto must be like on card or something like that. It's like $500. And if you get a cracked ice one, bam, you hit it big. So some other good rookies this year, I mean, there was Calvin Benjamin, Sammy Watkins, and so yeah, it's kind of a fun product. I actually cracked a box of this with my wife last time off camera, and I pulled a PC hit that I kind of want to show you because it's kind of cool. This is the cracked ice version that we're looking for, the rookie tickets. It's numbered, you can see there. If I can get it to focus. So hard to focus in on numbers. But it is numbered 1 of 22. There we go. 1 of 22. Anthony Hitchen for my Cowboys. But you will see here, they misprinted the team he plays for. They put the Detroit Lions, even though he's wearing a Cowboys uniform and he is on the Cowboys. So I actually pulled another Cowboys player in the patch, and it was this Asa guy that was for the Patriots. So Panini didn't do too great of a job of getting the teams right. It says Cowboys on it, but he's obviously a Patriot. So, but that's kind of a cool auto there. Like I said, good hit for my personal collection because I like the Cowboys. And Mr. Hitch here is trying to win a spot as our Sam linebacker. And hopefully, I mean, he would be good out there with Lee on the weak side. And it's looking like Jalen Smith is recovering faster than anyone thought he was going to. And looks like he's got some pretty good fluid motion. Good for him because there's a reason he was a first round talent before that knee injury, and we took a flyer on him in that second round, which I thought was early, but hey, if he can turn back to what he was at Notre Dame, he was a top 5 pick. So he does look pretty good, and so that linebacking core could definitely use it. Anyone on their defense that's young and wants to make plays. Football is kind of getting into full swing here. We're almost to the 3rd week of preseason. Oh, I should say we are, starting on Thursday. So we got dress rehearsals coming up this week. I'm excited. So get back into some of this football talk. And yeah, Madden came out today. So I've been pretty busy playing some Madden. So I think that weekly on my channel I'm going to do a Madden Market Monday, and then I'm going to do a pack opening, a box opening on Wednesdays, and then on Friday I'm going to do some gameplay and talk about the Cowboys and talk about their upcoming game over some Madden gameplay and things that I hear on their station. So if you really like the Cowboys, I know that team pretty well, so hopefully we can talk some in the comments. This is the channel you want to be on. Like, subscribe, and yeah, we'll talk some Cowboys as the season goes on. So let's get into these packs though. 2014 Panini Contenders, and if you haven't seen Contenders, they're actually pretty sweet. Like, they're tickets, and then the variations are like playoff tickets or things like that. But here's the base card, just the season ticket. And Mr. Lynch as a Seahawk, he looked good for the Raiders. He only had a few runs, but he actually looks like in the best shape that I've maybe seen him in. He's actually slimmed down like a little, and yeah, if he can bring some pop to the Raiders, then that should be good for them. That'll be kind of a good signing, because I don't think they gave up much to get him. And that's just the base card back. So we got Jimmy G, now a Seahawk. See a lot of people on different teams. Torrey Smith, Damian Amendola. We got TB12, Matthew Stafford, Ruben Randall, and touchdown tandems. Tony to Dez was a very good hookup that we will no longer be seeing. But there's a new tandem in town, and the second preseason game gave us a very good look at the touchdown tandem of Dak and Dez. Just an amazing throw. Dez just worked the corner, and it was one of those where I read that Dak really kept him in the middle of the field, kept the safety in the middle of the field with his eyes, which is what you want to do when you're next level quarterback. And then he just knew that Dez was going to be there, so he just threw it to a spot, knew that Dez would come down with it, which is a good part of Dez. Doug Martin, wonder how he's going to do this fantasy season. He's up, he's down, he's up, he's down. I kind of want the rest of them. I want Mike Evans, and I kind of want to get Jameis with all the weapons that Jameis has now with Deshaun Jackson and their tight end, O.J. Howard. Actually, just right over here, I got a rookie auto of O.J. Howard in a random box break that I paid $2 for. So that was pretty cool. I think Jameis has a lot of weapons to throw to. I don't know if anybody watches the NFL show. Oh, it slipped my mind now. But the Buccaneers are on it, and I kind of wanted to check it out. Alright, we got Richard Sherman, Jamal Charles, Larry Fitzgerald, Julius Thomas, CJ Spiller, and Colin Kaepernick, who still remains unsigned. We'll see if a team picks him up here shortly. There's other people with the distractions. I think as the season goes on, he'll get on a team. Once some injuries happen, some final cuts, I think somebody will pick him up. Alfred Morris. We got Zach Stacy, Rob Gronkowski, Giovanni Bernard, Matt Forte, Frank Gore, Matty Ice, another guy that might be good to look at in fantasy. Again, a lot of options. And an insert touchdown tandems, Tom Brady and Danny Amendola. There's a lot of other people he throws touchdowns to. A guy I've never really had in fantasy, but I think he's always underrated. That was just crazy to say because it's Tom Brady. But I know in our drafts he seems to go like a little bit later, and every year it's like, oh, well, this will be the year he has a down year, and then, So, a guy you can usually get late, especially I play in a 10-team league, and he kind of hangs around, but always good. He's not going to pass for 500 yards a game, but always good for some touchdowns, low interceptions. So, Golden Tate, Chad Henne, Nick Foles as an Eagle, Mr. Romo, Dwayne Bowe, Josh McCown, Demaryius Thomas, and legendary Contenders, Joe Montana. I don't know if they did much fantasy back then, but he would have been the guy to have back then. Could you imagine playing fantasy back with Jerry? Jerry Rice just ripping down touchdowns every year. I'd imagine he'd be close to, if not the first pick. I know people used to run a lot more back then, but I'd still take Jerry. Reggie Wayne, you got Ryan Matthews, another Doug Martin. I haven't seen a numbered parallel yet. This is a retail box, even though it comes with guaranteed hits. So it's actually not. We got Colin Kaepernick, and this will probably be our auto here. Yep, Contenders Inc. Mr. Dominique Easley, 3 of 10. That's a really low numbered hit there. I don't think Easley, he was the first round pick of the Patriots back in 2014. He hasn't done very much. I know he was hurt either his rookie year or the next year. He was a guy that had a lot of promise coming out of Florida. I wanted the Cowboys to get him because he's a good 3-tech, but I don't know if he's done too much there, and they will kind of ship you off if you haven't done too well. Now this is kind of cool. They have the Raiders versus the Patriots game 1. So like I said, it's kind of like a ticket. So it's a pretty cool hit. I always like to get a low numbered auto. We'll see if Easley's up to anything these days. Sure, anyone on that defense, just they want you to make plays. They kind of no name every year. New Saint, Adrian Peterson. New Lion, Cordell Patterson. Sean Green. J.J. Watt. Vernon. Got Deshaun Jackson on those Bucks like I was talking about. Tavon Austin, if you watch All or Nothing, this guy Tay, he actually might be kind of a sneaky good pick this year. He's got a little bit of injury issues, but Goff seems to like him, and he fits into McVay's offense very well. So sneaky good. You can get him late since he's injured. Rookie of the Year contenders, Devontae Adams, rookie card. Another good rookie in this year. I like to not get too far out if I'm doing a throwback box. Some of the rookies, I mean, it's kind of crazy how much it'll change in just 3 years, how much the NFL can change over. So, Eric Decker, we got Julio Jones, Nate Washington, Andre Johnson, miss that guy as a fantasy player, Vernon again, Deshaun Jackson again, Tavon Austin again, kind of the same rotation of cards, and it looks like we got a hit behind here. So our jersey's gonna be Trey Mason. And just the base rookie card there. Trey Mason jersey. Guy that, again, I think showed promise. Running back in the NFL. You don't get very long to make a case for being a good one. So they went and got a once-in-a-lifetime talent in Gurley. And last year he didn't do so well because his line couldn't block very well. But a guy that has extreme talent, and if Goff is looking like Goff is looking this year, McVay kind of opens things up with the playbook. It could be a better team to watch there in LA. And yeah, so I think Gurley's going to be another guy that's a little bit devalued in fantasy. I saw he wasn't kept in our keeper league, so I think you can get good value for him there. Zach Stacy, man, the Rams just took a ton of running backs. So they had Stacy and they got Trey Mason. Now they have Gurley, Reggie Bush, Victor Cruz. We got Brian Hartline, Alex Smith, and rookie Jordan Matthews, who is now a Buffalo Bill. And that'll be kind of interesting. I thought he had a pretty good rapport with Wentz there in Philadelphia, but they moved him to Buffalo in that huge trade, which moved this guy, Sammy Watkins, out to LA. Gaines and Philadelphia picked up a cornerback, Roby. It's good for them. They kind of had a stacked off-season at wide receiver, but they need pass catchers. I mean, their guys dropped so much stuff last year and didn't help Wentz out at all. So Ertz will be healthy. They got Alshon now, so they have more pass catchers. But their first preseason game, Wentz had a very nice pass to Jordan Matthews for a touchdown. Then they shipped him off. So we'll see how that plays out for him. But should be good in Buffalo, actually. We got Gronk, Golden Tate, Chad Henne, Andre Ellington, Brian Hoyer, Mike Williams, our second jersey card coming up. Gave you a little peek at who it is, but I'm going to set it aside and rip through these ones real quick. I know people tend to see that last hit, I see that last hit, and I'm done. So I want to talk a little bit more football, so let's keep going. Hey, Jordy, what's up? That's my impression of Packers cards. 87. Love the guy. If you don't subscribe to Packers Card 87, you like football openings, go subscribe to him now. The best guy in the biz. So, free plug there. Packers Card 87. LaShawn McCoy, who's now the Bill. DeMarco Murray with the Titans. That should be interesting, the Titans. I watched them the other day beat up pretty good on Carolina. And, yeah, they were moving the ball really well. And so they should be kind of an interesting one to watch this year. I always want to take Derrick Henry, because I think that, you know, Murray's got some tread on him. So we'll see how that offense moves. And Mariota's kind of looking really good. Been a fun fantasy guy to get, but we'll see who moves the ball there. I'd say stay away from Delaney, though. He's kind of overrated, going pretty high. Antonio Brown, Russell Wilson, Drew Brees, Mr. Elite, Joe Flacco. It's so funny. They lowered the Elite overall in Madden to 80, and Flacco's a 79. So still not an Elite. Peyton Manning, got Sam Bradford, Luke Kuechly, Beast, and Calvin Johnson. So I do like this. $25, you get 3 guaranteed hits. I wish there was a little bit more numbered in here, like you would get in a hobby box. A little bit more color, a little bit more fun inserts. Like these can have playoff tickets and like Super Bowl tickets that are low numbered. So I wish they had a little bit more of that. But retail, so it is what it is. Eddie Lacy looked really good for the Seahawks. They're going to have a loaded backfield. Mercedes Lewis, which is always the enigma of fantasy. You never know who to go with at running back. But it should be, there's always somebody every year that gets a lot more carries than you thought. Mr. Sankey, who tore his ACL, running for the Vikings now. I thought he was going to be the next big thing in Tennessee. So did they. Didn't really work out for him. He's now, unfortunately, blew out his ACL. So that's how things go in the NFL. On to the next guy, which is Dalvin Cook. Guy looks pretty good. Their line suspect, but Dalvin looks like a real first-round player. So surprising that he fell to the second round, but he had an okay combine and then some off-the-field stuff. But there's a reason that he was considered in the first round in the first place. The Vikings might have got a steal without having a first-round pick. They still got a first-round player. So we got Nick Foles. We got Reggie Wayne. Ryan Matthews. Alshon, now an Eagle. Let's see, Geno Smith and Roddy White. Got Jason Witten. Looked really good on the first drive the other day. And round numbers. Round number 3. Jerick McKinnon, John Brown. John Brown is a guy. Nope, not John Brown. I think it's J.J. Nelson is the one you want. But they got a speedy receiver down there that you might want to pick up. Jerick McKinnon, definitely not. Don't touch him. He's not going to get much of anything. Dalvin's going to take that job over. You have a chance to take Dalvin Cook. Get him. That job's going to be his before week 3. And Jerick will be done in Minnesota. She showed a little bit of flash and promise, but not much. Jeremy Maclin. Got Dez. Phillip Rivers. Ben Tate. Monte Ball. AJ Green. Greg Olson. And another Trey Mason draft card. So, yeah, I mean, cool product. Let's look at that last hit here, and then we'll do a small recap. Like I said, $25, blowoutcards.com. Fun break for so cheap. I wish there was a few more parallels, but you might hit some. It's retail, so you never really know what you're going to get. I did get, like the cracked ice one of 22. So, our Mike Evans jersey swatch. That is a nice one right there. So another guy that is in this 2014 product as a rookie that I would love to pull an auto, but I will take a swatch. Get this guy in fantasy. I plan on, I know I keep talking fantasy, but hey, it's that time of year and I want to talk some football. When you're 6'5" and you can play in an NFL where it benefits the receiver to be big and push people around, this is the guy that you want. And also, wide receivers tend to break out their third year. So him, let's see, would this be his third year? 14, 15, 16. Okay, so this would be his fourth year. So actually, but he did kind of break out last year, to be honest. So somebody I'll be targeting in my fantasy draft. We do an auction, and I got my eye on this guy. Like I said, Jameis might be a good one that you can get late if quarterbacks go late. Kind of skip out on some of those early quarterbacks and get Jameis down there, who can also move with his feet. Don't forget that. He doesn't as much, but you know, he's been known to run in a touchdown or two. But when you can chuck it up to this guy, you can chuck it up to O.J. Howard, and then you got the deep threat of Deshaun Jackson. I think that deep threat is going to open up defenses for this guy, especially. So Mike Evans I think he's going to have a pretty good year. So that's actually a pretty cool hit. And we got a low numbered auto. So yeah, good box. Let's go over the hits again. I'll get these in some holders. So grab him right here. So our 3 hits were Trey Mason, rookie swatch, Mike Evans, rookie swatch, and Dominique Easley, 3 of 10. Sticker auto, and that's a rookie ink. Must be like a game 1 ticket. Parallel. So kind of a cool auto that you don't see very much. But that is 2014 Panini Contenders. I will have, next week I'll have 2016 Absolute. And then the next week is opening week. And that week I will have my favorite 2016 Unparalleled. And then we'll be back to this, some more 2014 Panini Contenders. And hopefully we can get some of these autos from this guy, or from Mac, or like I've shown you, there's plenty of good wide receivers in this as well. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the opening. And again, if you like some of that content, you like Madden, you play Madden, you like these pack openings, or you want to talk Cowboys, I will talk Cowboys until I'm blue in the face. So please subscribe to the channel and comment down below what else you'd like to see for box openings. And we will see you next week. Split Rock Gamer.